operating in that Don Juan pimp spirit. So he wants to soothe the woman emotions versus teaching her how to be a woman that can submit to authority. I'm going to go to the word and prove it. And I'm going to 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. Holy Ghost help me today. Be ye followers of me. And this is Apostle Paul speaking to the church of Corinth. This is his first letter. And the church of Corinth, they operate in all the gifts. Praying in tongues. They operated in all the gifts. They operated in all the gifts. But they was carnal. They had no understanding of order. So you can be functioning in all the spiritual gifts and not understand God's order and wonder why I struggle financially to get portion. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. See, we say that the man is the head. That's true. That is true. See, and what we don't understand, because we've been lied to. We've been tricked. We've been masterfully tricked by Satan through the pulpit. The man is the head, meaning that he's at the bottom. The man is at the bottom. Because he's the foundation of everything God established. He's the foundation. And when the foundation is ragged and tore up, regardless of the building, if the foundation is ragged and tore up, that whole building has to be destroyed. But when the foundation is strong, when the foundation is strong and is solid, regardless of how ragged the building is, it can be redeemed. It can be fixed back. Because the foundation is stable and strong. Watch this. Every man, now he said praying and prophesying, but there is a spiritual connection to this here as far as order. Order. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoring his head. But every woman that prayed or prophesied with her head uncovered, dishonored her head. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image, watch this here, and glory of God. But the woman is the glory of the man. He said, every man that praying and prophesying with his head covered, dishonor himself. Every man whose woman has taken the headship. Every woman that's taken the headship over her man dishonors himself. Every woman that's not covered, she dishonors herself. There's a covering order that God has made. The man is the head covering for the woman. This is the order that God and protection can come to the house. Every woman that is over her man, every woman that is, and this is why it is so important for single women. Single women. It is so important for a single woman to get in a strong church where a man is going to cover her. Where she got a strong male pastor that's going to cover her. I don't care how important a woman is. She must have a head covering. Not saying you can't be a pastor and all that. You can run a church. But divine order. You need to be in a church where there's a man that's going to stand over your life and cover you with prayer, fasting, and speak blessings over your life. When the man is under the woman, the Bible says God is a God of order. When the man is under the woman, it blocks God from moving in that situation. The Bible says God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. And when the woman has stepped from up under that covering, she opens herself up to all type of sickness. This is why anytime, like in a marriage, anytime the marriage is not in unity and is not in divine order, the woman will suffer in her body. Because you go back to the curse of Adam and Eve. God told Eve, in childbearing you have pain. He told Adam, you will sweat from the sweat of your brow, and you will work in the ground, and you will bring up thorns and thistles. Because God is a God of order, and when the woman steps from out of that, she opens herself up to that very thing. Sickness, disease. When the man steps out of that, he opens himself up to poverty. That's why he's struggling his job, struggling his finances. Because out of divine order. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. This is why Adam had prophesied and said that a man should leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. And the Bible said that she is the helpmeet. The helpmeet. She is to help him in his mission, in his purpose. This is why a man has to know his purpose. Has to have a purpose. When you get your purpose, that's when the woman that you're with, if she have any kind of sense, she come up under that submission. Submission doesn't mean what we've been taught. We've been taught that submission means that a woman just come and do what the man tell her to do and all that. That's not submission, that's control, that's witchcraft, that's deception. That's not God, that's Satan. Submission comes from the word submarine. Sub, come up under the mission. Jeez. Come up under the mission that he has. And let him do the leading. And when you do that, when you come up under that type of submission, if he's out of order, you don't have to deal with him. Yes. Talk to your dad. I gotta straighten that joke out real quick. You ain't got to do nothing. But when a man come into his own purpose, when a man come into his purpose, when your woman see you in your purpose, she's going to automatically come into submission, because women are not so concerned about the finances as far as the amount. Women want a man that's going to be consistent.
Yes.
The inconsistency is what drives them away. This is just like pastors. Women come to church looking for a covering. But they've been tricked by Satan to come and get their emotions dealt with. Which means they go home unlearned. Boy, I'm trying to teach us something that's going to take us to another level in our finances. Everything I'm teaching is about finances. I'm trying to teach us some real stuff so that we can stop struggling. I'm telling you some real stuff so we can stop struggling. When the woman comes up under the mission that the man has, God is obligated by his word. He's obligated. God is obligated to bless it. Because he's a God of order. It's divine order.
Yes.
Let me keep reading this here. Neither was the man created from the woman, but the woman for the man. For this cause, watch this here, boy. Verse 10. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. When a woman steps out of alignment from up under the man, she has